Hi again. I'm just going to do a little bit more detail on this turban here, and I've picked out a few colours that I've identified. There's the light lemon, the sort of sap green, the very dark green, and this lovely soft green that I mentioned earlier on. So I'm just going to start putting in the detail in the turban, which is, oh yeah, that's working nice actually. That's going in really nice, that. This is on top of about 2 or 3 layers of pastel mat, of unison pastels, and it's nice. It's just enough. I'm going to just soften that a little bit there. I'm going to use a dark brown as well. Actually, I'm looking for the. I'm referring back to my little test thing here, and I'm looking at a colour. Yeah, probably that last dark brown actually. It's probably going to be the right colour. I'm going to use that to sort of, it's a little bit too green, that, so I'm going to just soften it down a bit. Yeah, that's better. That's much better actually. Yeah, it was a bit too green, I think. That's good. That's giving me a really nice edge there. Use this here to get some depth into it actually. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to go in here and try and get another little fold in up here. I'm going to bring some of that softer green in actually, and the brown. So they do layer up really well actually. You're getting a nice effect. You're getting a nice kind of, yeah, soft effect with that. I'm going to go in with the white. She said, desperately looking for it. There it is there. And I want to see if it'll bring up some highlights. Oh yeah, oh goodness me, that's good. Yeah, that's working really well actually. And as I said, it's on top of a couple of layers. I want to just get a little bit more detailing up here as well. Got all these lovely folds in. Yeah, that's working well. I want to put some of this green in here. I want to pop some of this green in here. There's some details on the fabric that I've just noticed I've missed, so putting a little pop of green in here is going to help to tie all this up together. And that is such a good colour, and it definitely is filling that tooth there. You can see it. It's actually, that's really, really nice. That's a lovely effect there. I'm going to go in with that darker green on top of here, just for that shadow. And there's kind of like, I think there's kind of like stripes going across here. Yeah, that's nice. That's working really well. That's great. That's giving just the effect I was hoping for, which is great. It's not too solid and it's not too lightweight either. That's really good. Yes, I like that. Very happy. Happy bunny. I'm going to post these reviews as soon as I can, to give you an idea whether they're for you or not. Pastel pencils are not for everybody. Not everybody likes them. I do like them, I have to say, because I'm a bit of a stickler for detail at times. But if you're of the expressive type of painting, this might be just too footery for you. It just depends, really. It really just depends on your style. But I find I like to get some detail, albeit not. I wouldn't say I'm a photographic, realistic painter. I do like a bit of realism. So these are going to be fantastic. As I say, I've ordered the half set because I think this set, I weighed it, believe it or not. Such a geek, I know. And it is just shy of 1 kilo for the box, so it's quite a lot when you're out and about. And I do like to get out and paint out if I can. I'm going to be heading back to Arden at New Year again, and I'll be hoping to bring some pastels with me to do some plein air painting this time. But I think the half set would probably be easier. It's obviously being half set, it's going to be half the weight, so I'm assuming it's going to be around about the half 1 kilo, which is much easier to cart about with you. I'm going to get these little stripes in up here as well, so we're getting the full idea of the turban. Yeah, I'm going to try and get some of this. Oh gosh, that is really good. That's really covering well. I'm quite surprised actually. I didn't think it would work as well on top of soft pastel. Bearing in mind that these are going to be harder, I honestly do think these are going to find a place in my life. I'm already loving them. Yeah, they're really nice. Lovely. I'm going to go in with that lemon colour because by the time we get round here, we're going into the shadow a bit. So I'm going to lift this up a little bit with the lemon. And I need the wee white one again. Get these edges in here. Nope, sorry, I picked the wrong one. And apparently you can sharpen them using a bit of sandpaper or a craft knife, which is great. Because obviously, I know a lot of pastel pencil artists will be thinking, ooh, will I be able to get the sharp point again? But apparently that's how you do it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of shadow in here, this side, as it's going round the head. And put that dark green on top just to knock it back a little bit. Yeah, well, that's good. And I'm going to do the same down here. It just needs a little bit of a The other good thing about them as well is they're not very dusty. Actually really good. If you are, for instance, if you've got any issues with a lot of dust being created when you're working, these would solve that problem, because I'm sure you could actually do a whole painting with the set. I need a darker green. Hang on a second. I'll try and get this dark up here. I think I'm going to need something like that. Yeah, that's better. There we go. And the same here. I'm going to get these. I don't have quite the right colour right enough, but I'm going to try and get that brown on top to see if that'll maybe warm up that green. Yeah, it does. Right. Okay. Some of the highlights in the folds here as well. As I say, I'm not really wanting to do anything photorealistic with this. I quite like the looseness of it. I'm going to get that fold at the top there. And also get that brown on top just to... I'll put some green up there as well. There we go. Knock it back a little bit. It's a little bit too sharp, that. Same with this one here. It's too too dark. But you can see how they go on and how lovely they are to use. So yes, I think we're on a winner here. And I'm just going to stop there. Thanks for watching.